EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Monarchs of Toronto. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Toronto. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the
Hey, stop, bro.
He's dropped at the 23. Carr going to throw right away. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get this out to the 44-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and then he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I ain't have no space over there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Touchdown Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
All right.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Ooh, I thought he was going to
A
go.
good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is to go back out on the field and calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little buffing, this guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! 53 yards. And the Monarchs are able to score quickly here as 8 for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly. and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter under pressure, and down he goes. They overload that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really porous, aren't they? They really are. And I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help.
All right, rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Give me that.
Second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Miller again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kendra Miller, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The freak going on?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes to get them back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
These guys running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline it goes. Inside
Yeah.
Touchdown, Falcons. Cordell Patterson, 74 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tried to switch up under it, but I couldn't get down.
Youngway coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
I tried to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
Woo!
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have
Stop.
eyes towards
Sit
the
down.
return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play.
Come on, you gotta hold on to that.
Get done. And finally stop some people. Put them on the ground. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ace.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines, then gets out of bounds with a first down.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all to score on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Patterson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back to throw, Ritter. Throw left side, complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They got a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be for yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. Says to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Ritter. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Marcus May with a pick.
If you have a girl problem off the Baptist side, not a problem but a pick and one. Hit me. Give me that.
It turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
What's up, buddy?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take it back. A loose football, the ball comes out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Wow.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Let me get them.
It's intercepted. Picked up in their shot line. And he'll take this back.
Give me that.
Inside the 20.
What's wrong?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's Carr. Touchdown. James Miller. He's strong on the ground and through the air. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
The boy's going to get it.
Reassert themselves here. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ritter. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big return will get him all the
Give me that.
Carr now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Yeah.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Carr.
Bro, what is...
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws have them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. These two teams
Bro, I put this goal.
This year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Touchdown! Touchdown pass now for Derek.
You said what? I ain't watching it all good. I was just trying to finish it off. But we used it yesterday, so I feel like...
Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked this about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
What's good on the extra point? And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it up there.
And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Let's look to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Raiders throw taken in by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween. If you take what you want, they're having a blast out there playing against him today.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
2nd and 5. Going play action. Ritter. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Carr gonna throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. But big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide, as they've established already.
Flush to his right. His throw
Keep going, bro.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to give it to a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ritter down. As he throws there, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Perry, the man in motion. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Monarchs have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Hello. This is him. What's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary.
I'm a drummer, but I've been playing the keys and getting better than that, playing at my church. Yeah, what time do y'all start though? Oh, yeah. I can ask around for you though.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it.
Okay, what type of songs do y'all sing? Yeah, I understand that. Where your church located at? First Baptist Pike Road. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll definitely look around for you for sure and everything. Because if we didn't start at 10:15, because we started now for the 5, so the New Beginning Ministries is off Spruce Street. By the Wendy's that was on Ann Street, that side road there, Spruce Street. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, so yeah, and I just joined over there not too long ago. So yeah.